Divas Sports Show. I'm Kelly, your host.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we are back this week. And if you didn't follow us last week on our show, we had a great show and we wanted to come this week. And if you don't know what our show's about, we are three women who is representing what our sports town is about.
Oh, yeah.
And we got our own voice, our own opinion.
But what we're going to do at all times is keep it 100. Now, some people don't like that, and that's why we can do what we want on YouTube.
That's
you know,
right.
like if we want to say something about Terrell Suggs, you know, like who would name your, that sounds like to me like a virus.
Yeah.
Like I called off for work today. Oh, wow, I got Suggs. Well, it's just an ugly name that matches an ugly face.
Yeah. So if you're getting offended, maybe the show's not for you.
It definitely isn't. But we're going to represent, and we're going to definitely say things that I think the fans say at home. At the private, you know, like whenever you see a play and you're almost in your mind like, what was that about?
Yeah.
Or you want to call somebody out their name. You wanted to say, Ben, just sit your big nose down. If you go and
Throw the ball.
Throw the ball,
Big
please.
nose.
Big
Yeah.
nose, Ben. But we love our team, and so, and we feel like all the other fans, you know, like Philly fans, you know,
Yeah.
as much as I think it hurt them in their hearts to see McNabb leave, they were tired of not getting a ring.
Yeah.
They were tired of not going to the playoffs and finally going to the big dance.
Yeah.
You know, it's like getting dressed up for the prom every year and never going to the prom. You know,
Yeah.
something like that. But I'm just saying, in
All
my
right.
mind,
So, we're going to kick off the show, of course, with the review of our game. Let's clap it up for our boys.
all right.
I mean, big win over Cincinnati. Score was 23-7.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
what can we say about our D?
I
You don't
mean,
win that game unless
no.
you
Unless
show
they
up.
and
show-
Woodley, because our offense didn't score any touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
deep.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we had the last touchdown, Redman running in.
He was,
Or-
yeah.
No, that was
Oh, well,
another-
wait.
that was another game.
That was
We
when we
had
played the
2
Ravens.
touchdowns from the defense and 3 field goals.
Thank you,
And that's
Lindsay.
how we got our
Right.
23
See,
points.
this is why you need to know. As females, we know our stuff. You know. Now Kelly just had a
Yeah.
little brain fart. She
That
was
was
thinking
a-
about
I had a
when we
good
had
one.
when we had to fight up against that big gorilla.
Whenever you do something bad, always say you did a good donut.
Right. That's
All
Terrell
right.
Suggs' parents' name.
So, with the game, I was so happy to see Terrell Owens, Chad did
Oh.
not go off.
Oh,
Chad
so
Johnson.
Definitely.
They didn't get nothing.
No, they didn't get. They
Shut
looked-
down all day.
And they looked like who they were.
Yeah.
2 chocolate babies that need to go back home, get your Batmobile. Batman and Robin, is that their names that they
Yeah.
call themselves?
Yeah.
Well, their chocolate ball hits went home.
Definitely.
And so I'm glad about that.
And take Carson Palmer with you. 'Cause
Oh,
he's
wow.
just playing now like he don't even want to be there.
And then he said he wasn't thinking about taking a pay cut.
yeah.
Like, if you barely are doing your job, that
Right.
shouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
those,
2-11.
And you're not starting overall. So
and you're not willing
well.
to take a pay cut so somebody else, so they can leave up some money for somebody else to get. You know what? Them was them times that you just go in there and you put your hand in this forehead like this and be like, I want you to play with me. And I bet your behind will be sitting up at Walmart.
Right. Like
Now,
give his brother
Don't
a
take a
chance.
pay cut if you don't want to.
You know, his
His
brother,
brother's cute.
yeah, his brother's sitting back there like a dripping and dragon.
Yeah.
Let him get a chance. His farmer, he had his coat on. Like every time they
Like, he
showed
was
him in the
ready-
game,
He was waiting for his mom
he
to
was
come pick him up
wrapped.
from school.
He was wrapped
He
up
was
like a
coat on.
snuggly.
Yeah.
Every time he had his snuggly on all the time, ready to go home. I mean,
Because he clearly knows that he's thinking up to join.
yeah, I
And
love
you're not
seeing
going to take
him
a pay cut? Are you serious?
Yeah, so we're glad about that win. Troy's interception to
Oh,
the
wow.
house.
Wow.
He like flew into
Wow.
the end zone. Like he was flying literally.
Yeah.
Like
He had white paint
never
on his
seen
lips.
nothing.
He was flying there. His landing was like a for real Boeing 57. Like when it landed, it smacked down so hard that he had paint and all the field
Yeah.
goal grass was all up in his mud. And he still was getting up playing.
Yeah.
And his whole face was painted like he was
I mean,
just
how
back
did
from
he
the
get
circus.
that in? There again, Coastal Palmer had a weak tackle.
Yeah.
So I mean, but how did he even get that in? And what I love about him is that when he did that bonehead play by catching an interception and then tossing it, well, he couldn't run. But I like how he went up to his
Right.
coach,
Yeah.
apologized even
Yeah.
after the game.
Right.
He said, you know what, I was just being arrogant. I mean, this dude goes beyond
He
it.
does. He does. See, that's another reason why Troy is hurt a lot because he's constantly going beyond and above.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing for him to be on one whole side of the field, and before you know it, he's over on the other side, diving on your back.
I think that dude could run down a ramp.
And really, to be honest with you, I think he should be called Batman, not Little Chocolate. Which one is the Batman?
Well, that was T.O.
T.O.'s
Yeah,
Batman.
he said he was Batman.
T.O. should be Patrick off the SpongeBob. Because so far, you are dumb and you have not did anything.
Yeah,
So,
they're weak.
Good night. They're whack.
So, so that was a great game. We needed to win. We need to keep our momentum.
Yeah.
So we're definitely appreciative of
Nice.
So,
Yeah, nice.
yeah, nice. So
And I like the fact too that after everything that was said about all of us, you know, when they were saying all that stuff about the team, you know, winning worrying about the 4 games that we might win because of it, you know,
Right.
we're sitting pretty.
Oh
you know?
yeah, 10-3.
And we had a couple
couldn't
of
ask for
issues
nothing better
with
than
the
that.
coaches.
So now we want to go to our segment. What's up with that?
Ain't nothing up with that because she's going to turn it off.
What's wrong with the camera?
We
10
went to our
minutes.
segment.
That was